Bobby, a 4-1 defeat away to Stocksbridge. Just what went wrong today?
Individuals, not good enough. Two centre halves got bullied by their centre forward. As always, we asked a lot. As a lot of teams do, turn them round first 10-15 minutes. Couldn't even do that. Couldn't get near the second ball. And when we did, we got in decent areas and gave it away. The two goals are pathetic, to be brutally honest. Absolutely pathetic. And the centre forwards bullied us. Just nowhere near good enough individually. And I'm really disappointed. They've let me down today. Not the club, but me and Huddy, Carl, Sai themselves. That's my main message. They've let themselves down.
Yeah, and your side has been known to be quite hard to beat over the course of the season, but today, and especially over the last few weeks as well, quite sloppy goals, as you mentioned.
Weak. Just weak. Their centre, Amma. There was a couple of good individual performances. Amma, Robbie, Aaron when he came on. Their centre halves didn't give Amma a minute. They were all over him. Defensively, and not just the back four, but even in midfield, we didn't lay a glove on them. Just too nice. Just reminded me of the Hebburn team last year. And they said, a team now will just say, get in our faces, which is not what we've been about all season. And there'll be changes on Saturday because it's a cup final now, and there'll be changes, lads coming in that I can rely on, that are going to give me everything. Football, it's, they didn't do anything spectacular today, apart from put the ball in good areas. Their centre forward held it up really well, and they were gambling and putting balls in good areas. That's it. They did that, we didn't, and they deserved to win.
Yeah, and it's not the first time over the last few weeks where this sort of performance happened. Sheffield, Lincoln, Carlton. So just why do you feel as though having that inconsistency now?
Mentally, for me, I think some players aren't mentally prepared to come up against sides that really want to beat you. Obviously, a lot of the lads in that dressing room haven't been in this situation, and they have to deal with that. They have to learn to deal with that. It's experience. That's where they get the experience from. And that's why I think we've struggled against teams like Sheffield and Lincoln, Carlton, that they have got a real desire to beat Hebburn, because they don't look at the dressing room, they just look at where they are in the league. And it's that old, got nothing to lose, give everything we've got, and we'll see what happens. And we're not matching that. And some individuals that haven't been good enough the last few weeks.
Yeah, you're forced to make a change quite early on in the game. Yeah. Quite heartbreaking for Jack, having come back after 2 months out. So can you just explain his situation? Yeah,
he said he felt all right. Didn't want to risk him really, but he said he felt all right, and then it's just tightened up. He's not pulled it, but he felt like it had really tightened up. So we looked at it 2-0 down. We wanted attacking players on the pitch, like the second half really. The goal at the back stick, and then the one that's rebounded off someone's knee and looped in the corner. On another day they don't go in, but at half time we had to have a go at the end of the day and leave space in behind. And to be honest, we know our goal difference isn't going to come into play anyway. So I said to the lads, you've got to have a real go, and we'll just see what happens, because we have to now regroup and for a massive game on Saturday. And I know for a fine fact that everyone, again, Cleethorpes will be wanting to come to us and upset the apple cart, and we've got to be able to deal with that. And I'm going to pick a team that I think is going to be able to deal with that.
Yeah, and two of the biggest positives you can't take away today was Aaron Thompson and Will McCamley back from injury, so how nice is that?
Yeah, brilliant. Harrow was a bit unfortunate because we thought about starting him. But obviously with the game as it was Harrow's played some football recently, and it was good to get Will some minutes with the game done. You can tell it was a bit rusty, but you can also see he gives you that natural balance on the left-hand side, getting some really good positions. And then as we've missed him, he's been very good this season since he came in, gave us real energy in midfield, and we missed him. So I'm really chuffed he's back.
Yeah, as you mentioned, on to Cleethorpes next week, last game of the league season. You know the situation if Dunstan win on Tuesday, of course. It is a final day situation, so just what are your thoughts on that one?
Players should enjoy it. me and Uddy will be probably not sleeping all week, but it's what we're in football for. And I've just said there that every game now that they're going to play, whether it's 1 or 3, is a cup final. So Saturday's an extension of probably Durham Challenge Cup, because every game we're going to play now is a one-off game. Saturday's a one-off game. If you win, you go into the playoffs, one-off games. So every game we've got now is a one-off game, and they have to stand up and be counted. And you know, if they don't, they're going to fall short. And I've made them fully aware of that, which will be a shame. But we will train hard this week. We'll work on a few things going into that Cleethorpes game, and it's our job now. Yeah, that needs to hurt them, that, but it's our job. Come tomorrow, Tuesday, whatever day it is, that we try and re-galvanise everybody, including the supporters and the ground. We need that, everyone there on Saturday, to give us that final push over the line.